Namaste. It's lovely to connect with you today. I'm here to create this healing event specifically for some of our Temple of Balance patrons. So thank you so much, my beautiful patrons, for your support throughout August and into September 2017. I'm extremely grateful, and I trust that you enjoy this healing video that I've created for you. If you're not one of our Temple of Balance patrons and you enjoy this video and you'd like to be a part of it more personally, then please have a look on my Patreon page to see if anything resonates with you that will bring you this sort of healing event. So I try and mix it up just a little bit to keep it exciting and do something a little bit different. So I am going to do something a bit different today. What I'm going to do is create a healing space around something specific, which is determined by my healing energy cards that I'm going to pull a card from in just a moment. And that's going to be our theme for this healing event for today. I'm going to connect directly with all of our patrons. I'm not sure how many there are. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people. So I'm going to connect also directly with you at some point. I've got my drum and singing bowl here, and I'll probably do a bit of talking and just see what unfolds from this connection that's been created. So take a nice deep breath. Whether you're on my list or not, you can take a nice deep breath, and I'm sure that you'll receive something helpful for yourself today. Those of you who are on my list, which is Suzi, Nicole, Matt, Charley, Angela J. We've got Janice and Kimberly, Julie, Tami, Sherri, Angela P, and Gayle. So I'll be connecting personally with all of you during this healing event, which is just for you. This healing event is your healing space. So what I'm doing now is I'm shuffling, and I'm just trusting really that I will be led to, or the best card will find me based on the way I select my cards, that is going to become our theme for this healing event. So I trust 100% that this is the best card to create this healing around, which is card 52, called Soothing. And I'll read the information down here, which says, emotional exploration, welcome contentment into your heart and life, stabilize your emotions, play, dance, laugh and sing to allow peace inside, heart healing and opening, and love. Heart healing and opening really touches something. So I'm going to sit this card down here somewhere, and we're going to explore our emotions. We're going to explore the depth of our heart. We're going to explore our inner realm of feeling, of creativity, of sexuality. We're going to allow ourselves to drop deep inside to explore further this terrain, this landscape of who we are. So Suzi, Nicole, Matt, Charley, Angela, J, Janice, Kimberly, Julie, Tami, Sherri, Angela P, and Gayle, take a nice deep breath for me. I will spend a few moments connecting with you all individually, but we're going to just create a group space together first, and then I'll trust my intuition when I'm guided to connect with you more personally. So I'm going to actually use the drum, and I'm going to drum for a little while to... what are we going to drum for? To help heal our heart, to help release unexpressed and raw emotion and allow that energy to move and flow. I talk about quite a lot actually that the energy just wants to move, and that includes our feelings. And if we're feeling like we're stuck or stagnant, it's usually because we're trying to hold ourselves in a feeling, a memory, a story, something that happened that we just can't let go of. So as we release our hold on holding these old emotions or things in place. And as we let this energy flow just like a waterfall, then that will help this energy shift so that we can explore the heart just that little bit deeper. So I'm going to drum now to help heal the heart and release the old emotions. So as I'm tuning into this energy, I'm feeling energy stir here in the throat. Your throat chakra is your center for communication, expression and truth, and feeling safe to speak your truth and be who you are. So there's a sense of this energy wanting to be expressed, and it doesn't have to be expressed using verbal words. It can be expressed in a lot of different ways, including creativity. Which is a great way to express those unexpressed emotions. So let's work with the energy of the drum. I'll probably talk sometimes as I'm drumming, and as I feel inspired to. You may want to put your hand on your heart or even on your throat area, or in between both of those areas if you're feeling a bit tight or a bit achy through that area, or a bit sensitive, and just allow yourself to give back to yourself. So take some deep breaths, and we've got an owl power animal has come and sat straight into our hearts. So the owl brings about a sense of silence, a sense of wisdom, a sense of freedom and movement and observation I'm feeling from the owl. And the owl's just sitting here quietly in our heart and wants us to observe what's going on in there so that we can heal and let go. So that makes me feel like I might not talk a lot during the drumming, so I will just trust what I'm feeling. So trust what you're feeling as well. I'm here to help facilitate and guide this experience, but you can take it deeper by trusting in your intuition and going with your flow. So trust that. Please trust that. So, nice deep breath. And you may feel the drum's energy moving into your body. You may feel it penetrate areas like your heart, your throat, or your sacral chakra, which is down here just below your navel. Your sacral chakra down below your navel, because these are the centers that feel like they're stirring up at the moment. So you may feel the drum touch you in those places. You may feel awash with emotion. Just let yourself feel, let yourself weep if you need to. Let the emotions be expressed. They want to be felt, they want to be expressed so they can move into the next feeling that they're opening up to be. So letting go, feeling, observing, releasing. stop trying to overthink things, but let yourself feel your way through it and feel your way forward. Okay, so take a nice deep breath. Let's allow ourselves to pull out now this old stuff that's been attracted to this magnet. And it's like a disc, like a chunk of metal, like a chunk of magnet here in our heart, in your heart. So we're going to prepare now to take this out, trusting that everything that's holding us back in our heart and emotionally and just in general, in our being and in our life, has been attracted to this magnet, and we're now going to let the heaviness of these burdens that we carry go. So I'm going to actually count to 3, and on 3, let's picture ourselves pulling out this big magnet from our heart and pulling this old stuff out, the old weights, the burdens, the barriers, the stuff that's blocking us from fully delving into our heart and fully opening up to who we are. So take a deep breath, and we'll just take a few deep breaths first, and then I'm going to count to 3, and we're going to remove this magnet. So you can imagine moving it, you can know that you move it, you can ask one of your spiritual guides or teachers to come forward and move it for you. Whatever feels right for you, you can trust that. So I'm going to be removing mine myself, and that's what I'll encourage you to do. But if you have something more important and intuitively inspired to do, then please trust your intuition. So take some deep breaths and just sit in with this feeling. Feel the heaviness here of this magnet. Feel the weight that's pulling you down in your heart. Feel the burdens that you carry. Feel that unexpressed emotion. Feel that hurt and that pain from your past. Feel the weight of it. Just feel it for a moment. Okay, you may feel a bit emotional, and that's okay. Just let yourself feel that emotion. And now let's count to 3, and on 3 we're going to remove this magnet. So 1, preparing to remove it on 2, and pulling it out on 3, and letting it remove and be drawn out, where we drop it away, drop it down to the earth to be transformed back to love. You may want to dust your hands and clear that. Now, how are you feeling in your heart? Are you feeling like there's a space there? You may still be feeling a bit of heaviness. That's just the residual energy that's still kind of hovering there, if you like. I'm going to use the singing bowl now to really open up through the heart and fill this area with beautiful, loving energy. So I'm using my large singing bowl, which is here, and I'll hold this as best as I can. I'm going to strike it with the beater. And so while I'm doing this, it can be quite penetrating, this sound, so allow the sound to work through your body, and especially in your heart if you're feeling heavy or a space in there. So to allow this sound to help fill up your heart with love, with sound. You may visualize a color, you may visualize a specific feeling, you may just picture yourself drinking up the sound of this bowl and allow it to fill all that space where that magnet was and where all that old stuff was that's been drawn out through that magnet. You may feel quite sensitive up here in the throat and quite sensitive here in the heart. So just pop your hand there if you need to, and in a loving and nurturing and gentle way for yourself. So take a nice deep breath. I'm just going to play the bowl here for a couple of minutes. And imagine breathing in that new air You may even want to chant the word love or another word that's important to you. Vibrations to go into your body where they're needed. Let yourself feel the vastness that you're tapping into, the depth of love that's available to you, the depth of love that you are. Take a nice deep breath and just let that energy settle into your heart and into your body and into this moment. And I trust you're feeling good. So now with that beautiful energy that's come through, I'm going to connect with each of you, my beautiful patrons, and I'm going to pull a card for you, and I'm going to actually share some thoughts, perhaps an affirmation for you based on my connection with you and the card that I'm pulling for your energy and space today. So let's have a look. I'm going to pop this card back and I'm going to connect with you, Suzi, first. So Suzi G, thank you so much for your support. I trust you're feeling good. So I'm not really going to share healing guidance. I feel I'm just going to talk a little bit about the card, offer a little bit of advice, and share an affirmation or two that might be able to help you. So Suzi, this is your card, creation. So this talks about a raw, unruly, primal energy that's around you, new energy that's wanting to come into play in your life. So what you're being guided to do is do your best to let that energy move through. You might have words sometimes, and sometimes you won't. You might be able to have clarity on exactly what you want to do in some moments, and some moments completely the opposite. That's the nature of this energy. It's quite wild and new and primal. So allow it to come through. And the affirmation that's coming through for you is that I am the creator of my life. I am the creator of my life is your affirmation, Suzi. And anyone else that may resonate with, please use it. I trust that resonates. Thank you. Next is Nicole. Nicole W. Thank you for your support, Nicole. Let's have a look and see which card comes up for you. So take a deep breath, and we're going with this one, which is support. This wants to remind you, got strange bird sounds around. This wants to remind you that you are loved and supported, and sometimes that's simply what we need to know. And I feel this is simply what you need to know in this moment, is that you are loved, you are supported beyond any doubt, beyond any limitation or any confinement or box or anything, any condition. That's the word I'm looking for. So know that you're loved and supported. And the affirmation that I'm feeling for you is that I am supported beyond doubt. I am supported beyond measure. I am supported beyond measure. Feels to be quite powerful for you, Nicole. So I trust that makes sense. And if any of you have this deck of cards and you'd like to go straight to this card that I'm picking for you to work with, then please do, because they're great to do that with. Okay, Matt, you're next. Thank you so much for your support. So Matt, take a deep breath for me, and the card that I'm pulling for you is this. Lotus heart opening. This talks about a healing through the heart and an opening through the heart to new depths than you can probably remember in this lifetime. I feel that it's bringing through stuff to the surface though, so you may not always feel completely comfortable in the heart and comfortable in yourself and comfortable in situations, because like any healing, it brings stuff to the surface. So allow the stuff to come to the surface, to bubble up from the depths of you, so you can clear them and move into new depths within your heart. You have a very healing heart, perhaps a stronger healing heart than you realize. So the affirmation for you is, my heart is healing. My heart is healing. So thanks, Matt. I trust that makes sense for you. Next is Charley R. Big waves to you, Charley R. Thank you so much for your support as well. The guidance and the card that I'm picking for you is this. New vibration. This is really popular at the moment. So this talks about nurturing the new that's growing within you. So like if you had a seed here in your heart chamber that's starting to germinate, this card's about nurturing and caring for yourself, and nurturing and nourishing you so that the new can grow within you and within your life. So there's a sense of newness that's coming in, but you're the one that needs to do the nurturing and the supporting and the caring for yourself as you nurture yourself through this time and into that new vibration. So the affirmation that's coming up for you is that I am ready for the new and the true to grow within me. I am ready for the new and the true to grow within me, which also means your life. So thanks, Charley. I trust that resonates. Okay, Angela J, you're next. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And the card and the guidance that I'm pulling for you today is this here. Soul chakras. This talks about staying grounded and balanced and keeping your feet nice and firmly on the ground, on terra firma. So be careful you're not getting swept up into worry or overthinking or thinking the worst or being caught up in the past or the future, what happened or what might happen. It's going to be very important for you now to stay nice and anchored in the moment. So your affirmation is, I am firmly anchored in the here and now. So I am firmly anchored in the here and now. So thanks, Angela. I trust that resonates with you. Janice, you're next. Thank you for your support. Take a nice deep breath. And the guidance that's coming up for you is here. Card 11, Goddess Awakening. This talks about you being on the precipice of change, really important change in your life, where you're preparing to step forward into the unknown, where you're pregnant with potentials, new ideas, and a new phase of your life that's wanting to open up. This represents a new chapter in your life that's wanting to come through. So you're standing on the precipice of change. This can be a bit like I shared with Matt. Stuff can come to the surface, old stuff that wants you to clear it away so you can fully step into this new chapter that's wanting to be written in your life. So the affirmation for you is, I am ready to embrace the unknown. I am ready to embrace the unknown and let me just feel on this. I'm ready to embrace the unknown and create it to be in full alignment with my highest truth. I am ready to embrace the unknown and create it to be in full alignment with my highest truth. That's your affirmation, Janice. And anyone else that resonates with, please feel free to use it. So thank you. So the affirmations you can work with, you can write them down, you can think of them and repeat the thoughts and feel the power in them. You can adjust them as well, change some words or add some words that suit how you're feeling at the time, and work with them to help pull you into that next level if you like. Kimberly V, you're next. Thanks for your support, Kimberly. Your card and guidance today is this here. Spirit message, card 12. This talks about your spiritual guides and teachers and your loved ones in spirit. Basically, the unseen world are wanting to help you at this time, and they're creating synchronicities and signposts on your journey that they're really wanting you to, or encouraging you to notice. So noticing those signs that are happening around you. You don't need to seek any confirmation or validation, but trust that if you're sensing it, if you noticed it, then it is right. It's showing you that you're going in the right direction. The affirmation for you is that I notice the signs and the synchronicities on my path. I notice the signs and synchronicities on my path. So thanks, Kimberly. I trust that resonates. Julie V, you're next. Big waves to you, Julie. Let's have a look and see what comes up for you. And thank you for your support. Let's grab this card here. We've got Healing Guide. This card talks about opening up further to the flow of love in your life, and I think of this as a stream or a river, like an undercurrent that's taking you on your life's journey, your life's path. So you're being guided to flow and trust in this journey of love that's opening up, and this movement and the flow that is the right rhythm for you. Everyone's rhythm and movement with this is different, so yours is unique for you. Be careful you don't try and compare yourself to others, but trust the uniqueness of your particular journey and that it is right for you in this moment. So your affirmation is, I open to the flow of love. I open to the flow of love. And love doesn't have to be limited to relationships. We're talking here about self-love. We're talking about relationships of all kinds. We're talking about a new sense of love for life. So I'm open to that flow of love. So thanks, Julie. I trust that resonates. Next is Tami D. Thank you so much for your support, Tami. And let's see which card and what needs to be shared for you today. So Tami, this is your card here. And we've got Meditation card 13. This talks about staying focused and being focused as being important right now, and just simply guiding yourself back on track if you become unfocused or distracted by something. So focusing and concentrating will be important, and I feel there's a sense here of focusing and concentrating will help strengthen your mindset on where you want to go and how to follow your heart, your truth more solidly and more firmly, more stably is the feeling that I'm having. So trust in what you need to focus on, and then cut out all distractions and focus on that. And then focus on the next thing, cut out all distractions and focus on that. So you're really being guided to explore focus and what focus means to you at this time in your life. So your affirmation, Tami, is I am clear and focused. I am clear and focused. So thank you, Tami. I trust that resonates. Next is Sherri W. Thank you so much for your support, Sherri. Let's see what comes through for you today. So, Sherri, take a nice deep breath for me. And I'm going to grab this card for you here. We've got Mind Thoughts, card 10. This talks about becoming a little bit more aware of what's going on in your mind at the moment, and make sure your thoughts are positive and are in alignment with your truth at this time, in this moment. It makes me feel like something might be being blown out of proportion in your mind, or you might be overthinking or thinking the worst about something. So let that stuff go, let your doubt go, and allow yourself to clear and free up in your mind. Now your affirmation is, my mind is as clear as a crystal. My mind is as clear as a crystal. So I'll leave that with you. Thanks, Sherri. Next on my list is Angela P. So thank you so much for your support, Angela. Let's see what comes up for you today. So take a nice deep breath. And I'm going to go with this card here, which is card 55, called the Tree of Life. This talks about enjoying the fruits of your labour and all the hard work that you've put into something, enjoying the labour, enjoying of the fruits of that hard work, enjoying yourself after that hard working time as well, I want to say. So this brings about almost an ending, a sense of a conclusion of something, preparing for the renewal of something, or the rebirthing of something, or the starting of something new. It's a little bit feeling like a end of a chapter and the end of a phase, perhaps more than, and not quite as big as a chapter, but the end of a phase leading into the beginning of a phase, and enjoying the fruits of your efforts and your hard work that you've worked really hard for. So your affirmation here, Angela, is I bask in the fruits from my hard work and labour. I bask in the fruits of my hard work and labour. I trust that resonates with you, Angela, and thank you. And last but certainly not least is beautiful Gayle. So thank you so much for your support, Gayle. Take a nice deep breath, and we'll see which card wants to come up for you today. So Gayle, we'll go with this card for you, which is here. the heart, Lotus Heart Opening, card 29. So this talks about healing through the heart. It talks about letting go of your old love hurts, your old love pain, your old relationship issues, the parts in your heart that have suppressed who you are and your ability to love and accept who you are, to let these things go so that you can open up further in the heart. You also have I have the feeling here of a beautiful, giving, caring heart that you have, and it's one of your best qualities. So tap into your compassionate, beautiful, giving heart. Other people may complain and say you're just too open, you're just too helpful, you're just too sensitive. But I feel these are great assets that you have, and now it's about clearing the issues, the burdens, the blocks in your sensitive heart, so that you can open up that capacity to love just that little bit further, and open up your ability to be compassionate and giving in a deeper way, a way that's not draining for you, but a way where you're giving the universal energy that's always available to you. So I trust that makes sense. Your affirmation for today, Gayle, oh, it's just starting to rain. Your affirmation is, my heart is strong, my heart is free. My heart is strong, my heart is free. So thank you, Gayle. I trust that resonates with you. So thank you so much, everyone. I trust you've enjoyed our healing time together. If healing energy has been stirred for you, then remember to be kind and gentle with yourself. Drink lots of water and listen to your body. You can trust your body. It's a very highly sensitive, in-tune instrument, and it will guide you along the way, so you can trust it. Thank you so much for your support throughout August and into September. If you're inspired to continue your support throughout September, then I will be back to share another healing video with you in October. If you're new to watching this, or if you'd like to experience more of a personal connection, then have a look on my Patreon page at my Temple of Balance page at Patreon. I'll put the link here below, and see if anything resonates with you and you'd like to support my work in that way in exchange for these sorts of things. So thank you so much. I trust you've enjoyed this, and I look forward to connecting with you perhaps in October. So thank you. Namaste.